Good morning. Good morning, my friends. If I had a shotgun right now, I would kill him. I'm kidding. I wouldn't. Maybe part of me would. That was an uncivilized rest if I've had one in a while. But we made it through the night. There's no police tape up around my tent. So it looks like welcome to day 15. And this is the world of my eyes this morning. You gotta be kidding me. You hear the echo? Do you hear the echo in here? Hey! Do you hear that echo? Let's get the food, get some coffee, man. Oh, good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 15. This is an adventure I'm never gonna forget, I tell you what. What is that? One of the, I enjoy showing my tips and tricks. I'm not, you know, I grew up in the age where you had to learn everything on your own by yourself, especially in the trades, because if, say, a master carpenter taught you what he knew, he was afraid that he would, by teaching you what he knew, that in fact what he was doing is taking food off his own table. That was the mentality back then. I think that information is useless unless you share it, and I've always thought that way. So a little tip, and I love the MSR that does this, like, because it does this. So doors open this way, vestibules open this way. If you line up the red with the red, the gray with the gray, if you have punch drunk and you do it opposite, this, you know, it doesn't really work well for you. But in the morning, if you want to start getting going a little bit faster, is unhook your vestibule from this side, and then you flip it open. And what it does is allows the condensated side to start drying on the side faster, while also allowing more airflow in over the top to help dry the inside of the other one. Then what you do is you unhook that and you flip it back over when you have your doors wide open. This is where I always keep my bear banger when I'm sleeping. Like, usually the zipper's here and the zipper's up here, so I hang my bear banger there in case I need it. And it's the fastest way to dry off your vestibule, so that you can get good. Let's get the coffee on. You know what I'm talking about. First, I gotta start charging camera gear, because I need the camera gear this morning, and it takes days. GoPro takes days, months. I'm an old man already. Alright, folks, just a little gibber and jabber and whatever first thing here this morning, because remember, I have a road walk, and none of you are gonna watch this video if I film a road walk, so give you just a little content here this morning. Again, I love this thing. Look at, no running to the water, to the river this morning. Love it, man. And remember, unless you see smoke on the water, like yesterday, like I slept with my water filter inside my sleeping bag last night because of how cold it got last night. So not knowing what it would be like last night, so last night I put my, last night I put my water filter inside my sleeping bag with me. But I mean, if you start seeing smoke on the water, that means that the air is colder than the water. So don't bother getting your water out of the rivers or the creeks, because you're just gonna waste fuel on colder water than what you could have got fresh that morning, right? You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So I was just thinking, how many of you guys watch Scotty Goes Walkabouts, the Australian outdoor content creator? I was thinking, man, imagine if he invited you down there. I invited him up here for winter camping. Show him what real winter camping's all about. Winnipeg, Manitoba. There's nothing that stops that Arctic wind coming, blowing out of Nunavut down into the city. I put out a video. You check that one out up here, or is it up here? Wait a minute. I think it's up here. Up here. It's called "You Gotta Be Tough" by. You gotta be tough. 2 mornings I went to work. Back-to-back mornings. One I rode my mountain bike, and one I took the bus. 42 and 49 degrees below zero. But I'm just thinking, like, imagine if he invited me down there, I was in the Australian bush, and like I didn't recognize that bird call. And in my head I'm hoping to find an osprey, because I haven't ever filmed an osprey before. But could you imagine all the different sounds in the Aussie bush? No sleep till Brooklyn. Oh, let's get this going. I got the camera batteries charging behind you. We are working here this morning. It's already 7 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to be up and going earlier, but slight breeze, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, yep, love the drum light. The other ones are black, right, with the canvas on there. They're called the drum dory bags. Get the drum light, man. It's nice and thick. I was worried that if all the way to the water would rip the grommets out of this thing, but I've been using it now for 15 days, and well, in safety research, they did well. I hear a lot of people complaining about the Hubba Hubba tent poles. When I have time and more battery, I'm going to go through some more helpful tips and hints. Because that's a 2016 MSR. And it's, well, the rainfall, you can see, we'll go over it sometime. You can see, I mean, that tent's it's been weathered, man. It's been beaten by Ma Nature. That thing has protected me well. And I think it's important, if you take care of your shelter, take anytime, all your gear. If you take care of your kit will be around to take care of you when you need it the most. That's important, man. When I'm out here, if that tent failed, like in on the 1A, I would have been in serious trouble had that tent failed. Yeah, my phone took a picture last night, but it won't do anything else. It'll pull up a PDF file, but it won't show me on it. I mean, I don't know. But it's a start anyways. Anyways, just kind of jacking my jaw, burning some battery, but it's a beautiful morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know about these clouds, but I'll take an overcast day. Just keep me dry, man. I got miles to make. So we're hopeful. Alright, well, while that water's boiling, I'm going to say my morning prayers and just start pulling stuff out of the tent, and we'll get back to you. Good deal. Yes, I say my morning prayers, even though sometimes I swear like a truck driver and pee on camera. If that's okay with you guys, I'll be back. Good morning. I'm not wearing... I was pulling stuff out of my tent. I just threw my hat on. Yeah, it's a new fashion thing for the morning. Here's what's not a fashion thing for the morning. Is that in the middle of the night, my ear was hurting. Like my ear was hurting bad, man. And so I took my diamond stud earring out, and it was bleeding, and it feels all puffy this morning. I don't know what happened there. So inside a sleeping bag by your head, there's a tiny little pocket that you can put your jewelry and stuff in, like your rings, you know, for especially for ladies, you know, wear more rings than men usually. Saying, but you can put them in there and zip it up. I put my earrings in there last night. I took them out. So part of the fashion icon today is not going to be the diamond stud earrings, because I've already packed the sleeping bag, the food on top, and etc. So because it's wonderful when I make my day's rations the night before, like the peanut butter and Nutella wraps, the nuts, some sugar. So today we're looking at an 18-kilometer day. We are heading to, I'm not going to make it to, where am I here? Let's hopes if I was on the right page. I'm not making it to Fording River Pass today, because that's a 28 kilometer day. I'm not doing 28 kilometers today. I'm not doing 30 days on a road walk. I'm not doing 28 kilometers in the backcountry. But it's gonna be like this glamping has got to end. I want to get back into the rough stuff, you know. So today's an 18-kilometer day with some compass work. So I got to get my regular size coffee in me. I'm having a nice warm breakfast this morning. I was going to cold soak my breakfast to save on fuel. But chilly mornings like this, I don't know, man. I'm boiling water anyways, you know. I like having a hot breakfast in the morning on a chilly, dampish kind of morning, you know. So, we're going to have some compass work today. And that should be fun. We got a stretch that's been washed out. There's no markings. And I have, I think in that same section, 3 or 4 river crossings. We're going to have to ford the river to make our way down around a rock slide. I believe that's how the picture in my head is. And then ford back, carry on, ford back, carry on, ford back. It's going to be like that kind of day with compass work. It's going to be interesting. So that's going to slow us down for sure today. So today could be anywhere between, I'm imagining, 10 to 16 hours, depending on that section. I was thinking about my fuel last night, why I'm going through so much. Now, I do wonder, one thing I didn't equate, like I know that at elevation, now I'm from the prairies, right? 25 years been in Winnipeg. What I didn't equate was how much fuel at elevation, at altitude, more fuel that you need to use. I didn't quite put that into the equation when I said, oh, that's one big canister will last me 30 days. I don't know where I'm resupplying. I don't know exactly the trip itinerary, right? We gotta get back in Alberta, so at least I can cook at least I can have, like, powdered coffee doesn't dissolve in cold water. It sucks. And I can cold soak my breakfast, but I want to have at least one hot meal a day until I can get to Coleman. So, and that is, I'm gonna just give you a rough guess here. Where are we here? 12. So about 150 kilometers away. So I need to also, you guys need to remind me tonight when we get to camp, I need to look at rations again. because I was thinking about it. I'd like to spend 10 more days doing that 150K. Morning. And because I don't want to push myself. I want to do some fishing. I want to do some sightseeing. I want to, set up camp and maybe take a side trip. So like tomorrow now, we get these 18Ks done. Excuse me, I know I'm a rude, savage pig. My apologies. We get to Aldridge Creek today. And then to get to River Fording Pass is only 10K, and I am camping at Fording River Pass. I've been wanting to get there. I can't even tell you how long. The reason why, I believe there's big meadows where I can set up and just watch for grizzly bears. And I want a picture of a grizzly bear. So bad. Done safely, obviously. Not trying to, it's not selfie time. So, we got the lens to do it. So, but tomorrow morning I want to be up. I want to have a good night's sleep tonight. And I believe after today's going on, I will. And I want to get up early. I want to get over to Fording River Pass. And I want to set up there for the whole day. And then take my time in the next morning. I'll have to figure out the mileage for the next day, but like I'm glad I saved a little bit of this from the rain. It was soaked. Some of the pages stuck together, and you're trying to get them apart, and it's like, ah, fuck. And I needed that part, right? So I think from here on, we should be okay with the guidebook now. The section we're in right now in the guidebook is section 13, if anybody wants to follow along. It's the only section of the whole Great Divide Trail, 1,123 kilometers, that's outside of the national parks. So, for permitting, it's golden. You just get, I have my Canada Parks Discovery Pass. It costs $120 or whatever. Allows you into any park. Doesn't matter. So when you get that and you want to do a 200-kilometer hike, come on down to section B. So what we're trying to do is get out of section 13. We're heading down to section 12. That won't happen today. That won't happen until, I think, maybe after Weary. I'll let you know on that. But yeah, if you guys want to follow along on this section, we're only starting it. So grab your map, grab your guidebook, come on along with me. And yeah, so we're leaving Riverside Campground, and we're going to Aldridge Creek campsite. The next night, Fording River Pass. I believe after that it would be Cataract Creek campsite. Yep, something like that. Anyways, we want to get in and see Fording River Pass and the Beehive area. So anyways, I'm going to finish my breakfast. As I'm sipping on my coffee, this bag's getting loaded. I'm getting changed. By then, the coffee should be done. And good to go. So another half an hour, 40 minutes maybe. I don't know. I got to get woken up here this morning. The world in my eyes on the morning of day 15. It's a little blurry this morning. They feel pretty puffy. I don't know what they look like, but it's good to be alive. It's good to be here. It's good to be hanging out with you guys. Good morning, folks. It's time for this old kid to get rocking and rolling, though. We got some sights I want to see, man. All right, cut up here. Happy, happy, joy, joy. It started spitting on me already. So, not wanting to go through what I went through the other day because the temperature sitting right now, I get wet It's, you know, I could be facing that same potential hypothermic situation. Sorry. I'm still not wide awake yet today. So in that situation, I totally blame on myself. I should have been paying closer attention to the environment that I was hiking in. Absolutely on me. So I made sure I didn't drop anything. So I don't have a pack cover, and I went to buy one, and they're like $100, man. I didn't have that kind of money. So what I did is I went to a store for the big and tall people, and I bought a rain poncho. $6. Problem is, the pack goes so high above my head that the hole opening for the hood is like up here. So I can't see nothing. And then all this is blopping open and all the rain would be coming in anyways. Now, I'm thinking to myself, you're a pretty handy, crafty guy. You know construction. You know how to get things done. So, I took my Rab Sill Tarp 2 and I covered the body of the tent, of the tarp, up and over. So if this wets through like last time and drips it into the bag, the tarp is there to cover that. It's just loosely here, just so it's not, I don't want to walk down the trail and pretend like I'm fucking Batman or something, right? Everything inside here is all wrapped in plastics. And, okay, there's a solution to a problem. So, I mean, there's always reasons not to do something. Oh, I better not hike today, it could rain. No, figure it out. We're all smart people. So, this way my bag won't wet through. It's covered over the top because, you know, the top, it's a top loading, right? So there's an opening there. It's right over top of that. Problem is, I forgot to put my helmet. I forgot to put my helmet in here. And I'm not undoing everything now. So, I guess, and my lunch is up in here. My map is up in here. My compass is up in here. Everything's up in here. I left the bear spray off until I got this done because I wanted to make sure I didn't impede. Oh, I thought I lost my knife. I want to make sure I don't impede any action of, you know, you gotta be quick drawing McGraw, man. These bears, I mean, if you stumble into one and frighten them, you better be quick on the draw. Anyways, another thing I want to talk about is my getup. So just let me sit you down here for a second. Now, I am on such a shoestring of a budget on this trip. Again, I don't have the money to do it. Yes, I had the money to do it. I'm just going to have to really scrimp and save through the trip. And, you know, get a means to make more money when I get done this trip. Anybody want to sponsor a good-looking superstar? No? I'd appreciate it. Anyways, I was dating this girl for, I don't know, a couple days. We were going to go for a hike. The weather looked a little iffy. So I went and bought, they were on sale, wet skins. His and her, like, I have my pair, you've seen them in other videos. They're black. I wore them out. I mean, I couldn't sit down on anything. I couldn't ride my bike because, I mean, it would just go right through the seams. I mean, they were done. All ripped and torn. This one got caught in the front sprocket of my mountain bike. So I'm wearing hers. Again, I couldn't afford them. I couldn't afford another pair of you know, I wanted a hard shell pant to match my hard shell North Face jacket. I didn't have the money for it, but I had, like, we didn't even, that girl and me, we didn't even make it to the hike. So I had these brand new sitting at home. Yes, they're women's wet skins, you know. They do up the other way, like, you know what I mean? They're a little too heavy for backpacking, but it's what I had, right? And they work. So yeah, they're a little short. A little tight right here in the bum, which should probably get cleaned up one of these days. Anyways, we need a shower is what I'm saying. But I hike with my, doesn't matter if I have my pair of rain pants or you know, a woman's pair, it doesn't matter. I mean, they're doing the job. I'm out here, who gives a shit, right? And I always have my gaiters on underneath, so the rain flows from here to my gaiter off my boot. If you can see that. That's the way I always do it. I mean, we talked about that anyways. So there's always ways to get things done. It's you just got to figure it out. So anyways, now the spinning has stopped, but I'm going to unzip my pit zips to let out some heat. If the rain really starts coming, I can just zip them back up again. That's what they're there for. Let out some heat. Because when I get hiking, I'll warm up pretty quick. It is chilly. And that's it, guys. Camp is all wrapped up. Obviously, you can see we didn't have a fire. I just threw those sticks there, just they were trip hazards, and I don't like trip hazards in the middle of the night around my tent, around my home of dome. Yeah, so we might look like a bit of a Jackie hiking around down the road, but guess what? I don't care. I don't care. I'm out here. I'm by myself. I'm solo. So, like, it'd be fun to have a buddy with me right now. He could be mocking jokes at me all day long. At least it'd be some entertainment. As far as it goes, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm out here to bring these views, these beautiful, gorgeous views, to the viewers at home. You know, there's some people out there, and I pray for them all the time, that just don't have the mental or physical capacity to be able to come out here and enjoy this stuff. And like me, I didn't have the physical capacity for a whole year. Well, I got out on one trip since 2020. I mean, honestly, I didn't have the mental capacity to come out because I was busy working, moving my way up the ladder. And then I got injured. So then I didn't have the physical capacity. I sat at home and lived vicariously. So I know what it's like. I can empathize. And I ask the Lord to bring them strength all the time. Whether it be mental or physical. And just get through your tough time, right? So anyways, without further ado, we're dressed for rain. We're praying it doesn't. Prepare for the worst, and when it turns out better than you expect, it's just an extra cherry on top of your cake. Let's get the helmet on. Oh, I'm gonna walk down a road with a helmet on, in women's pants, and a tarp over. We gotta bring some footage to you guys about that, man, because I mean, what a... So we all have a start date, we all have an end date, and there's a dash that separates. Well, my name's Davey. And this is my dash. All right, let's go. Oh man, awesome. Let's go have some fun today, guys. Woo! All right, I'm gonna get woken up. I know my eyes just feel puffy as hell, man, but I'm gonna get woken up when we get the old, get the old engine started and blow some carbon out, and let's get after it, man. Let's go. Let's have some fun. How beautiful this water is. Okay, so we're I don't know, man, half a K, but I seen some beautiful water and I had to show you. I filled 1 liter of water today, because yesterday I was like, by the time I was ready to sit down and drink water, and remember, I was like, who the hell would put a camp here? And I mean, when I see a camp that looks like it's in the wrong place, I like to investigate that. Like, why? What was the thinking here? And 100 meters, not even maybe, was a nice fresh little stream, little water feature coming down. And yeah, so 1 liter today. It's cool, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't be drinking, so, but the legs are just trying to get warmed up here a little bit, I notice every morning when I get this big heavy bag on, it takes them a little while to find their strength, get warmed up or whatever it is, but because it's just like in any old engine, right? The more years you get on it, the longer it takes to warm up and do its thing. So, but that looks beautiful, and that does not, but that is looking okay. So we could be in for a mixed bag today, like we were when we were trying to dry stuff, but today we were prepared for the worst and hopeful for the best. Man, it's humping along here and this thing is just digging in. I'm like, what in the hell is killing me? And it's this thing, this hunk of thing. Well, I'm not putting up with that. Cut away from yourself, people. That thing needs to be sharpened. Now, what is this thing? This plastic thing. I guess it's part of the belt. Do I need the belt on this? You know what? I'm gonna say no, I don't. Maybe that's a mistake. But you can't hike all day, man, and have something rubbing on you. You can't. Get this thing off of me. Now what? This thing's sewn on there? Holy pajamas, man. Okay, what's this? Yeah, no, you can't. You just can't do it, guys. There. Now, there's nothing to rub. That was miserable. I'm like, what? And I'm undoing my pack. And I'm undoing my pack. And I'm trying to move things around. And I'm like, okay, might as well have a pee while I'm here. And I'm trying to figure everything out and get everything. And I'm like, was there a lump of fabric all knotted up somewhere? And I'm like, this is just total horse crap. Take these gloves out of here. Oh, that's how cool it was this morning. I pulled the gloves out in case I need it. I'm trying to keep them dry too, because they actually took a long time to dry for synthetic. I wanted gloves that I could use a touchscreen, like for my cameras. And they were like 80 bucks. So I went to the running room in Winnipeg and I got them for 12. All right. Why are you laughing at me? Hurt my feelings, you know. Yeah, keep it up, pal. Anyways, let's clean up my garbage. And continue on for a successful day. The amount of garbage on the side of this little tiny road is amazing. Like, these guys are just driving down the road, drinking their beer. Man, this place is just gorgeous, lovely. Should be kicked right in the old kuhas. Well, the horse poop piles are very much smaller today, as are the hoof prints. So, I believe I was right about yesterday. Just hiking her down this road. The sun is kind of like shining through a little bit. Come on, Bob, you can do it. But I had to dress down. I was the water was running out of the inside of the rain pant onto my boot. I was losing that much sweat. I was like, nah, I can't afford to lose that much water weight this morning. So was just down, had a Cliff Bar, drank half a liter of water just to kind of replace what I, might have lost there. And yeah, it was a quick 5-minute stop down, and we're going again. Another thing about those rain pants is that so I have underwear, I got my tights, and I got my shorts. So technically that's 3 bands of material around my waist that the bag is sitting on. Now when I added that 4th band, well, you've seen me cut the belt apart, but even just that 4th band, with the weight of this bag, crushing down, shoving all that into my hip bones, I didn't like it at all. I mean, I could take off my shorts and tights, and that would take, but I mean, the bands on my shorts and my tights, especially the tights, right? But long undies, long handles, tights, whatever you want to call them, man. In Winnipeg, we call them long handles. But on the hiking trail or the backpacking, I call them tights, because, yeah. Anyway, whatever. Don't know what to make of the sky. I'm hoping, Bob's gonna burn them off or something. I don't want to get wet today. The hell is that whistle? So that sounded like 3 whistle blows. Could have been a bird. But if you hear 3 or see 3, that's an international sign of distress. That's why, like on Survivor Man and all that, they set 3 fires or 3 cones, 3 whistle blasts. And oh, this guy's making a lot of dust. Shit. I'm gonna have to get my necky up here, because when you're huffing, puffing, hauling a big load, I mean, he didn't know. He slowed down right away. Beautiful, thank you. You're huffing and puffing. That shit is the worst. Oh, it's like being in the freaking city, man. All the car pollution. Anyways, if I hear that 3 again, what I'll do is I'll whistle with my fingers 2 whistles back. That is a sign of recognition that you've heard them, and then and when they hear that, they will start whistling, and you make your way to them. And you keep calling out, keep whistling so I can find you, keep whistling so I can find you. And that, these are some of the things that if you go in the backcountry and you don't know, but you carry an emergency whistle or your pack. This pack is a 1999 Gregory. It doesn't come with a whistle back then. But you learn to use these systems. Like for me, I'm out here, I don't have systems. I came out without systems. But I did have maps and stuff on my phone. But my phone is, well, it started taking pictures. I took a picture this morning. I don't know if it's going to turn out. But again, you need to learn these things. Do you know how to use a compass? Can you read a topographical map? Do you know stress calls and emergency procedures should your systems fail? So, because we're out here and I have no systems, and I'm making my way another 150 something kilometers, I'm gonna try when this stuff comes to mind, and it's good for me too. It's a good refresher on being out here without systems and trying to get my way, like a Survivor Man, like what was that one with Cody Lundeen? I can't remember. You guys know. And of course, Bear Grylls. So yeah, maybe I'm doing, what is this? Elk Valley Bighorn Outfitters. Oh, okay. So that must be a horse packing outfit. That must be exactly what that is. Because if you're an outfitter, guaranteed you're probably doing hunting trips and horseback into the foray. I want to go down here and see what this is. Come with me. I know I'm burning battery. Damn it. I can only afford one. Do you know that those batteries that I had charging this morning still haven't charged? Like, come on, man. Attention snowmobilers. Snowmobiling is prohibited within Elk Lakes and height of the Rockies. See, I knew I was close to the height of the Rockies. I forgot to look at the map. You guys forgot to remind me. Come on, man. I can't remember everything. Oh, here we go. Cadorna Creek and Abruzzi Trailhead access is located 1 kilometer back down the Elk River. So I haven't got there yet. The parking lot should be on the, remember we were looking at that? Now, again, I can now. So we'll talk a little bit more here. In navigation, there's things called landings and handrails. So let's say this road wasn't here and I'm hiking down it, but this power line is. So the power line is a handrail that you can, you know, you'll have to work your way around, whatever. But it's like a handrail that'll guide you. Now, the Cardona, did I just say it wrong? Cordona, whatever. That parking lot is a landing. So now, you follow, you know, if you know that this is going past that parking lot, this is your handrail, right, on your map, use your compass. And when you get to that parking lot, that's a landing. So it's like a set of stairs, right? Like, think of it, you hold the handrail, you get to the landing, hold the handrail, and you get to your destination, right? Like floor 5, for whatever. It's the same thing. Think about it like that. So, if you forgetting, like, no, that's why I bought that road map, because they didn't have hiking maps. Like, the epicenter of hiking, Peter Loughy Provincial Park Visitor Center, and they don't sell a hiking map. Come on, that's complete BS in my books. Anyways, all they had was a road map, so I bought the road map in case something goes for crap. I can look at the road map, and I can design a route based on handrails and landings. So, I'm actually well versed in a lot of backcountry stuff. I'm not going to get into my full. I'm not ever going to get into my full history in my 53 years. You guys are going to learn a lot about me. You guys already have learned a lot about me, but yeah, there's some sections that we're gonna allow you guys to use your own judgment or perception or whatever. But I'm just not gonna lay all my cards on the table, if you know what I mean. So anyways, handrails, landings, emergency calls. If you hear, or if you need to, call out with your whistle and you're in distress. It's 3 whistle blasts. When you hear 2 whistle blasts back, then you start whistling, and then and then the person coming to you that responded, and don't respond if you don't know what you're doing. Mark something, put a tree on the side of the road, break that tree off, put it on the side of the road. No one's gonna move it. No one's stopping their car to move it. And then count your kilometers out from where you heard the sign. Get help. Send them in to do it. Because you can whistle back to you that you know. Okay, so that's 2 whistle blasts. And see if you can communicate verbally. If you can't, just blast another 2. And then get out and get help and tell them to come up this road, the Elk River Road, and you're gonna see by the 150 sign, just past it, a fresh green evergreen tree laying on the road. You'll notice, I mean, that's something that will stand out to somebody. Oh, okay, why would a brand new fresh, or a fresh live evergreen tree be laying in the middle of the road? But learn this stuff so that you, if your systems fail and you get in the shit, you can get your way out. And yeah, anyways, we can talk more about that later. I'm just burning battery, but I thought this is an important conversation to have, to burn battery on, you know. I do a lot of jaw jacking about stupid nonsense stuff that doesn't mean nothing, but the more you know, and the more skilled you are in the backcountry, the more apt you are to get in the backcountry, and you're more apt to enjoy that. And you know, take some courses, learn some stuff on YouTube University if you want, whatever. So watch my channel. I'll teach you how to get in and out. I don't know all the trees, I don't know all the berries, obviously, but I do know a lot about route finding and emergency search and rescue. I spend a lot of time in search and rescue. I'll just put that on the table. So anyways, beautiful day. I'm gonna take my time and cruise up this hill. Again, practice the rest step. You'll go slower, but you'll go longer. So kind of a nice scenic backdrop there with the mountains. Not so much power lines, but I mean, that's beautiful. But we just came to a bit of a clearing here. Bam! Morning sun. Now, this is the world of my eyes tour that I want. Man, look at this. Oh, and this stinks. This has got to be pretty fresh. And we're back to the big, huge loads again. Look at that. That is absolutely fresh. This guy just came by. I mean, like, it is deadly fresh. And I'll say thank you to that horse, because the flies don't want me when they got all that to eat. So, oh, Bob's shining down on me. There's a nice breeze. We popped out to a beautiful view. Stoked and loving it, man. You know, I was broken with that injury, and I can tell you, this is the best doctor a fella can have if he has a love for anything to do with the outside. I mean, I absolutely need this in my life. I need this exercise. I need the still and the peacefulness and the quietness and the animal viewings and you know what these images do for my brain, that also do for my heart, the exercise. And I can't believe how much repair work has gone on with me mentally, physically, just since I kicked her off the couch back in Winnipeg. So, what's the plan to stay homeless? Got to get it figured out. Got to get it figured out. I have an idea, and I have a guideline. Like, I have a direction I'm shooting for. But that announcement won't come until it's actually done. So, whoa, good morning. There they are. Here they come. A little bit of Bob, a little bit of red, and I got butterfly love all over the place again. Woo! Day 15, feeling and loving life, man. Well, the joys of pounding down the road. Not a lot of places. I guess I could have waited till I was further away from that pile of shit there, but I was like, come on, man, this corner's got to have a view, so at least I have this to look at. Got the feet are decompressing from the pounding on this hard surface. Not bad though, we're doing all right. feel good. But it is time to dig into the old grub bag, and probably finish off my water, I guess, and then that'll be fine. I'll be fine until I find another water source. So, but yeah, so I paid my debt to the Lord of the Flies. They showed up, took their hunks of meat that they required as toll, and they've left me alone now. So yeah, it's just time to fuel up and get going again. That's awesome. Got some maps. Caltapos. Thank you, Pitbull. Sobo, it's the first Sobo guy I've met. And he's gonna have his lunch where I'm camping. But he's been on the trail a little while, and I haven't. I'm 15 days just bouncing around. And yeah, so look at these maps, man. So much nicer than trying to read something, little thing out of a couple pages that are soaking wet out of a map book. So that was Pitbull. He's heading Sobo, and yeah, he hell of a good guy, man. Great attitude, just a friendly smile and likable personality. So he said, "Hey man, you need some maps?" And he says, "You know, these are my backup in case of emergency." And well, he had the backup and I was the emergency, so he handed them over, and they're printed on waterproof paper so I can write on them and whatever. So that's beautiful, man. So yeah, I'm heading down here to Weary Creek, and then I guess this will be in here like this somehow, something like that. Sorry. But yeah, so Pitbull, thank you so kindly, man. You are a very gracious and generous person with a likable personality and an easy smile, man. And it was a large pleasure. Sorry, it was a large pleasure to meet you, sir. And I wish you the best. I hope your hike went well. Okay. Excuse me. That's always nice, eh? Nice and polite. Just throw that on camera. Anyways, got some sun. Last swig of my water, and yeah, I'm just gonna carry on. So I'm about 8 Ks from here, according to his app on his phone. So that's what we're gonna do. Is yeah, beautiful. So I don't know if you just seen that bike packer going down. You just stopped. We had another 5-minute conversation. It's one thing I didn't realize that I would enjoy so much, is meeting all the people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing. It has just been awesome. Like, every person, so friendly. We're all out here doing the same thing, which is different from each other in speed, pace, duration, length of time. But we're all out enjoying what Canada has to offer. And some of these guys are going all the way to Mexico. I mean, the biking, the Great Divide Bike Trail or bike route takes you from Jasper all the way down to Mexico, and most of these people are doing that. But I mean, it's just having great conversations with so many great people. Just like Pitbull just stopped, he just gave me these maps. I mean, like, look at this, waterproof paper. I mean, this is so much nicer. You didn't have to. I said, you know, don't, like, I'm good, but you know, he's good, and these are a big help to me, you know, like, so again, thank you, Pitbull. And yeah, I didn't realize I was gonna enjoy the human contact, where I'm always searching for the serenity, you know, the solo aspect of my backpacking. Maybe I should start thinking about, you know, like, really chasing some trips with other people and that. But I mean, I like people, don't get me wrong, but normally I come out here to get away from people. But that's why this has been such a surprise, is because I'm really enjoying the people out here. It's something I've never experienced before. And yeah, it's nice. It's better than nice. It's awesome. Well, there was a Y in the road, so I went right. But look at this view, and look at that punch bowl up there. Wow, man, that's awesome. And I believe if I get down here, that's where Weary is, because there's camping. There's got to be a creek down there. It's been dry up here, like not like yesterday when you know there was water flowing underneath the road, you know, through. Come on, man. Drinking and driving going on out here in the back country there, buddy. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, so it's dry. I'm out of water right now. I'm fine. And I know that I have Weary coming up. So, but I believe it's down here where people would camp. They would need water, so it just makes sense. But lovely day. Temperature is just primo. Probably 26 degrees, I'm guessing. And loving life. Okay. Yeah, that's just remarkable. Especially that punch bowl up there. I should really pull out my big camera, but I'm afraid of jinxing myself. I am glad that there's some clouds to, you know, sun you know, protect me from the sun a little bit, because there's no breeze. You can see breeze on the upper, but road level, no. Look at this big Goliath coming up here. Oh, and these are all over the place, which I, again, happy to see. Still holding the same pace. And yeah, I only had one wrap because I was running low on water and I had no nuts with it, so I just had the single wrap until I pump water. But I'm not really even hungry right now. I don't feel calorie deficient at all right now, and I'm glad but I've been kind of hoarding out a little bit here the last couple of days, so that's why it's important tonight. I gotta have a look at the food load again, and then we'll make a final itinerary on what food we have left. So yeah, but hey, like I say, if I get in dire straits, I mean, which I'm not gonna get, there's a lot of food left in this bag, but I mean, I can always ditch out, like one of these trailheads, so it's no problem. But all right, time to save some battery. All right, guys, we pulled off another landing, which is Weary Creek, man. Woo! Lovely. Mistakes were not made in this episode thus far. We need some water, we need to fuel up, and we probably need to not disturb this fine couple that are probably having their nooner. Beautiful. How you guys doing? There we go. Upper Elk Valley Fording River. So we're gonna have a good study on this. And yeah. Okay, time to pump some water. Guys, I gotta show you this creek here. She's stunning. Look at this. There he goes again, Thelma, with the talk about the beautiful water. Yes, there I go again, talking about that beautiful water. Look at it, man. That's gorgeous. All the color rock in there. All right, let's get some in a bottle, man, and let's enjoy. All right, put you down. Horseflies. Horseflies. Anyways, that's Weary Creek rec site for camping. Stunning views, and that big punch bowl right ahead of us. So I believe it's another 8 Ks on this road to Aldridge, and then tomorrow we're off route and up to Fording River Pass, where we'll be right there to jump back into Alberta. So hopefully the weather holds, and so does the fuel. And this GoPro is honestly so disheartening to spend this kind of money. I got 10 hours of recording left. That means 1 hour a day, and the one battery's full that I'm on now. One's at 0 and one's at 18%. I don't understand how this little camera eats up so much battery and memory card. I wish I would have brought my Nikon instead of this thing then. Like, I don't know. Anyways, we're not gonna let that ruin our day. We're gonna do the best for you that we can, and that's all I can do is the best I can. So all right guys, well, crazy turn of events have just happened. I was just dropped off by a pickup truck, 3 guys in a horse trailer at that spot. I was walking up that road over the bridge from Weary Creek. They said I was going the wrong way. Hop in the truck. They live in this area, I guess. Actually, he says he has a cabin just off the GDT, so I should see that come tomorrow, he said. And I don't know that I'm on GDT, but he said keep following this path to Aldridge Creek Camp. So I'm following this path to Aldridge Creek Camp, and I'm praying the good Lord put some good people in my path today. So if not, this is going to cost me probably a day. So I'm hopeful. Well, this is certainly a pretty view. Wow. Wowzy, wowzy. Wowzy, wowzy, wowzy. Just gorgeous. That wind has certainly picked up though. Woo. Well, just as I turned the camera off, I took 3 more steps. Sign for the Big Weary Ridge Recreation Trail. So I'm gonna go and actually have a look at this, because honestly, without running GPS and stuff, every landing that I can locate and then duplicate onto the paper maps that I was given by Pitbull today. Thank you again, Pitbull. Every time I can mark landings, I can find handrails to the next landing, right? And that's just the way it works. So, oh, this is a motor vehicle dedicated to Gord Galloway. Well, Oakford ATV Club. Gord Galloway, I'm sure you were a great man. Big Weary Ridge Recreation Trail. Okay, let's keep going. We got to get down here to Aldridge Creek. Find the camp, ford the creek, and set up home. The home of Dome. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, and should I do it again? It's a beautiful, should I? It's a beautiful day in my name. Should I? I'll just let that song get stuck in your head while I continue walking. Talk to you later. Hey friends, well I came from that way.
a long way for that way. Just stomped through here. Apparently the camp is right on the other side of this creek somewhere, so I don't know. I'm hoping, because I'm pretty much good for the day, you know. I don't trust that. Well, we'll try to do this quick. Oh, for Christ, Bill, if he's going to talk about that damn water one more time, I swear I'm kicking you out of this house. Hey, guys, do you see how nice this water is? It is lovely. Scrumptious. Oh, looks like we got some more to cross. Alright, now let's find the footprint of my buddy. I've been following footprints. So, I'm taking it, that's Aldridge Creek. Now, where's the campsite? It's got to be around water. What's this? So, I'm going to look for footprints and I'll get back to you. I heard this was a popular campground, but if this is it, it can't be. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I got water, I've made some distance, but I mean, concrete? No fire rings? No bear hangs? I don't know. Oh, there's an outhouse maybe there. Wow, this isn't a very popular camping spot. There's a fire ring over there, I see. Well, I guess this is it. I'm in BC, can't have fires. Even though all this beautiful split woods there. Again, with the empty beer cans, for Christ's sakes, man. You can drink them, but you can't take care of them, eh? And I'm a beer drinker. I love beer. I want one right now. But no sign. Like, hey, Aldridge Creek. So, what's back here? Is that a food hang? Like, this isn't, look at this, fuck, there's a big hole right there. Do you see that? This thing doesn't get used. Excuse me. Somebody hung their food there. I don't think so, man. It must be. That's what the directions said, or that's what I heard. What is this, anthills? No, just old burn. Well, I'm dropping this damn bag. That's for number one, sure. Now I'm going to read the map book, or the guidebook. I'll be back. Apparently this looks like a dumping ground in here. You got an old job box. So we use it at work to keep our tools in. Stuff like that. Old bed frame. Car fender or something. This is a pretty piss ass poor place to fucking camp for beating feet for 18 Ks, 19 Ks, 20 Ks. By the time you consider in dipping off trail for Weary Creek to charge batteries. See what the hell this thing says. I don't even know, I'm almost scared. What the hell is this? Toilet paper. Oh, I guess I'm here because that's been used. So no bees nest. That's the last thing you want to do is drop your drawers and all of a sudden you realize you're in the middle of a fucking bees nest. Yeah, this is I didn't like last night's. I really liked Weary. But the distances just weren't working for me. But this is like somebody's place burnt down and there's garbage everywhere. Now, the worst campsite I've seen on GDT. This is shit. Oh, I was gonna go and check out that bear pole. But fuck, it's dangerous in here, man. Like, yeah, I'm not going over there. I'll do something over here. Right here by my tent. Fuck it. For food hang. I'm not, even just this guy right here. There's some poles back there for canvas tents. So guys, if you ever come in the backcountry and you see a bunch of wood, perfectly cleaned up wood like that, all in a bundle sticking up against a tree, that's to keep them from getting waterlogged, just the same as you would want to find dead standing. Do not take them and cut them down. Those are for canvas tents for the horse packers. Don't do that to them. Because a lot of times, I mean, you come in their camps and they have cut in corded wood and a fucking mess. But that's what I mean, man. I don't like coming in these camps like this. This isn't a backcountry camp. This is far from a backcountry camp. Like, and you never know what the hell you're gonna trip on. He's fucking cooking grill. Like, now, but the water looks clean and it's a good place to, I mean, I can't get arrested for camping here. So the spot right here where my tent is, stand back and have a look at it. In case it rains, I'll put a door vestibule here and one over there, and that way I'm up and all the water would run off and away from my tent. So I mean, that's the best I can do for the night. I'm done calling it. But like, there's trip hazards everywhere. Like, I don't even want to throw that because of my arm. And buyer beware, you might have visitors that want to snack on your fucking grub, so make sure it gets up in the tree. As you can see, I'm not impressed doing a 20k day and ending up here. Like, this is skanky. But I mean, I don't feel like doing much, just getting water, getting food, get these boots off, get home set up. I want to do some penciling on the maps now that I have, like, thank you Pitbull one more time. And sort out what I have left for food, so I'll get back to you. Alright guys, well, we're just having a look at the food. I'll just start putting it away. Breakfast, dinners, coffees, pita and peanut butter and Nutella, the nuts, power food, some ramen, and snacks, tea, a couple extra Cliff Bars. Every day's getting a Cliff Bar, a couple extra Snickers. I pulled out for tomorrow to get me to Fording River Pass, and then for dinner I'll have, so I'm trying to figure it out. So I have 8 full days of coffee. That's 2 cups of coffee and breakfast, lunch, and dinners. And then I have the nuts and these snacks. So I can get it to 10 days. I can get it to 10 days. So that's where we are with the food. I'm just gonna get this stuff put away. I'm gonna hang it right there in that tree. Just had some four-wheelers go by, just all pointing and staring, and I don't know what the hell their problem was. Just move along, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. I know I'm not in the right camp, because every one of these camps have had a nice little sign saying that it's a recreational area, and the name of the creek or whatever, you know, like just like I showed you at Weary Creek, and just like I showed you up the road here to the OVH trail. But I also heard that it was quiet. I was gonna set up camp, and then I wasn't gonna set up camp, and I started packing my bag again, and I was gonna head on down. But I heard that it's busy at that Aldridge Creek camp. It's Saturday, I guess, apparently. And I mean, I have water. Like, look at the water bag's right there full. There's nobody here. I got some shade. It's beautiful. The sun should come up over this mountain, so it's not that bad of a view. I just don't want to look over at the fire pit area, you know. It's just some ugly beer cans and shit in there. It's not what I'm out here for. So yeah, we're setting up camp here. I got 10 days of food. Today was today was a road walk, but the people on the road walk is what made today's hike extra special. So once again, to everybody that I met. It was very nice to meet you. Thanks for the maps, Pitbull. I know I've said it a few times. Probably telling me to shut up already. Sorry, you had something in your eye. But no, now I can sit because I have a booklet, the trail book. You know, I ripped the pages out of the trail book, and that was basically my thing. But then it got wet. Half the maps are wrecked, and I'm kind of like speed reading. I'm just trying to pick out words that make sense, and it's a bit of a gong show. So with those maps that are, you know, like enlarged, I can actually see, like in the booklet, it just shows like the road goes right to the camp. But I mean, on these enlarged maps, you know, that's not the case. But so I can sit down and try to decipher the guidebook and make my notes, and that's what I'm gonna do. So this is just a wrap up on day 15, I think. 16 tomorrow. Just rocking the tent, just loving the Doma home and the scenery. I mean, this camp isn't that bad. I mean, honestly, would I rather be here or sitting in my apartment in Winnipeg? Right? Like, this isn't my chosen place, but there's gonna be camps on any trail that you take. And I know that I'm not even in the right damn one. I know that. But the feet are tired. It was a good day, 7.5 hours between charging batteries, hiking the 20Ks, taking some breaks, filtering water along the way, you know, like, it was a good day. Damn good day. Seen some beautiful vistas when stuff opened up. And tomorrow is a place. That's why I want only a 10K day. Tomorrow's a place I've been wanting to go to for 10 years, like at least 10 years. And that's Fording River Pass. Now, from Fording River Pass in the next morning, I believe I'm still camping on the BC side. Should have enough fuel. And then we cross over the pass back into Alberta. And then I don't have to be so heavily reliant on my fuel canister for the next 10 days, and just try to make breakfast out of it. Just, you know, get it down, just 1 cup of coffee, 2 packs of oatmeal, you know. So we're looking at like a liter of water. That's what Dish has done. I'm hoping. If not, it'll be slower starts in the morning, so I can do a quick little boil fire, and that's where you just use really small. Well, I'll show you. Anyways, that's a wrap on the World in My Eyes tour, day 15. We're here at Aldridge Creek, what I believe is a horse camp. Now I got to sit down and start reading some books, get some dinner going, and yeah, just start planning out how my next 10 days are gonna roll. And so right now, that's important. Because I'm out here to enjoy it. I'm not out here to run out of food. If I'm gonna run out of food in 10 days, I'm gonna either get off trail or just push harder days. But I'm out here to have fun. I'm out here to enjoy. But I also haven't been able to fish. I mean, that Weary Creek is more like a river. And this Aldridge Creek is more like a brook. So, I guess it depends on the time of year, snow loads or whatever, right? I guess, I don't know. But anyways, there's no complaints out of this kid. I just want to get that 15 days, man. I've been lugging fishing gear around. You know? I want to eat some mountain stream fed brookies or rainbows or... I mean, look at that parking lot I showed you. Once again, here's a picture of the brookies, or the rainbows, I mean, that were in the parking lot of Sunset Pass. Like, this water is that there's fish in here. Now, where is he? I got my big camera to take a picture of him. So, there he is. I don't need to move anywhere. Oh, there they are. Oh, they're trouts, they're rainbows. So when you see rainbow trout in this little place, I'd have no problem having dinner tonight. So, anyways, I'm gonna wrap up house, wrap up shop, get out of these damn boots. Again, I'm on the charge. Like this thing, that's the first thing I did was. I'm sick of this GoPro. I'm not gonna have enough. So that's another thing I got to work out too, is how much more, how little, where I got to draw the line on recording every day, and that hurts me because it's not my style. So I'm gonna have to change my damn style to end this video, and I don't know. I'm thinking it's almost worth jumping off trail somewhere. Oh, what the hell is this now? It says a road here, but I hope it's not a bunch of rednecks coming to fucking fuck with me. They're just bombing through that creek. Nice. Beat up old fucking shit box. I don't even think they see me. Everybody's out here just fucking drinking and fucking partying and whooping her up. But I mean, what I don't need is a bunch of drunken rednecks coming out here with their guns and see that can? And shooting shit up, because I'm just here as a peaceful backpacker, and I don't want no problems with drunken people on a Saturday night and their guns, and I don't. But I got bear spray, so don't worry. Don't you worry. I'll headbutt the guy. Bam. I'll take his gun. And I'll live out here forever. Good night, everybody. We'll see you for coffee in the morning. Good night. It's actually not a bad campsite after all, when I can come and sit here and never judge a book by its cover, right? It's actually stunning here. I'm gonna see a truck here in a minute. Trying to get through this creek. Now, I guess he doesn't have four-wheel drive. And oh, he's been out there for an hour. On this side, there's a couple of quick crossings. Oh fuck, here he comes. Oh lovely. This is what I need. I'll talk to you in a minute. So I don't know what these guys are doing. And I'll tell you what, these guys don't know what the hell they're doing either. They're trying to take these off-road trails. These creeks, you gotta, I mean, you see me. So he was out there for like an hour, throwing rocks into that creek. so he could drive across. Just everything has to be for man's entertainment, you know, like, I don't get people, man. But I guess they seen me here finally. It took them like all the way to get in here to see me that I was here. Oh, here comes somebody now. What the hell are these people doing? This is what I mean. Out drinking, Saturday night, back roads, destroying their truck. No clue what the hell they're doing. I hope that is the last of that for tonight, because I'm just sitting here with a decent reading of my next route. The better maps that Pitbull gave me, so I'm just, hold on a second. Hold on 1 minute, please. I would sit outside, it's so nice, but the frickin' horse flies, man, they're just horrendous. Anyways, so I'm here at all listen to this guy throwing rocks around so that he can get out of where he's stuck. Takes a real toolbox, eh? So anyways, they don't have a clue what they're doing. Anyways, I'm here at Aldridge Creek. Probably not the right campground. And I need to make my way 19.1 Ks tomorrow to this campsite. And this is on the Fording River Pass, if you can see that. So that's what I'm working on for tomorrow, is making sure that I know my route, because it's a little tricky trying to read this and then trying to figure it out backwards. So the trail is washed out in spots as it continues downstream to a ford in 800 meters after reaching the creek. Stay on the north bank for 700 meters before refording the creek, following the trail 300 meters past the ford to the Cananasses. So now I have to translate that backwards, and that's just what I'm trying to get done right now. So anyways, hopefully those are the last ass wagons of the night. Let's hope. Good night. Back to trip planning.